What up, everyone? Let's react to this one. Let's go. Toyo production.
This is a Curse Box production.
Toyo to my man, gang. Kung sila may plane na wala kang ticket, pakinggan mo ko once again, dapat merong racket. Sumabog man sa puwet mo, awag kang magalit. Subukan mo na lang ulit hanggang sa madagit. Ang isa sa pinaka inaasam mo, siguraduhin ang loob mo, titibayan mo. Kung may gulo sa isip mo, labasan mo. May payo sa akin music, kaya lakasan mo. Dati din akong ganto, ganyan, ano ba daw ang tinda ko? Mahal naman, ano naman ang kwenta kasi niyan, yung pagod at puhunan na hindi nila alam. Madalas din na malugi noon, di pa napupuri. Walang ligtas sa bully noon, daming nasasabi kesyo tigil ko na pare. Wala din mangyayari sa kakasubok ko nung tingnan mo eto nangyari. Kasi ako si Raketman, Raketman, Raketman. Kasi ako si Raketman, Raketman, Raketman. Kasi ako si Raketman, Raketman, Raketman. Makikita mo pa raket lang, pero kita mo naman ang layo na kung titignan. Bibigyan ng payo yan, basta may puhunan, may kasama pa na payong yan. Kung sakali man na umuulan, hindi diskarte lang ang aking pinairal. Minabuti ko na dapat ang anak ko may diploma yan. May istorya to kaya ko nasasabi yan. Lahat tayo parehas, pagkukulang lang ang pupunan. Tapos ibagan lang lahat ay susubukan mong gawin, kaya nalaman kung hindi to basta-basta lang. Bayaran na lahat ng utang pag nadali mo. Pakita sa mga nang mata sa'yo ng broke days mo. Sige, ito cash ko, galing sa Gcash ko. Para lang to sa merong kailangan, bawal sa tuso. Ganyan kakapal face ko, kasirang puso. Tines nila naging taste ko, pares sa uso. Pasok sa masa na trace ko, nung itinuto yung camera sa necklace ko, may gintong puso. Kasi ako si Raketman, Raketman, Raketman. Kasi ako si Raketman, Raketman, Raketman. Kasi ako si Raketman, Raketman, Raketman. Makikita mo pa raket lang, pero kita mo naman ang layo na kung titignan. Makikita mo pa raket lang, pero kita mo naman ang layo na kung titignan.
Alright. Then, man, what can I say? This one's actually great. I know that's a hot take for most, but at least to me, this song is better than most. Yes, you hear that from me. Because you can see the sincerity right on the lines. You can hear that Toyo write those lines himself. You know what I mean? Wherein he could have just hired someone to, pen down a amazing and tight line for him, but he chose the route of authenticity. I mean, don't you think they could just pay a great rapper to write him verse, with the connection and the money that they have? But obviously you can hear him on every line, right? The authenticity. I don't know if he rapped before, if he used to be a rapper. I forgot if he mentioned that on his set down with Lunia Break It Down, but it seemed to me that he did. I but I remember like he said he did freestyle before, but it seemed to me that he did because he had his flow and cadence is very 90s. You know what I mean? Like LL Cool J, Ja Rule, all those like 1 2 1 2 like that. He really has a natural cadence for the 90s kind of flow in rapping. And again, doubling down on me, saying that this is at least to me better than most because of the gut that he took on taking a breath of fresh air kind of approach. What I mean by that is the concept, especially these days we're hearing so many songs different lines but referring to the same thing, like money, drugs, woman, riches, flexes, and all that, in which Toyo could have easily gone that route as well because, man, this guy is successful. We know that, like money, career, family, and all. He could have also gone that route, but he didn't. Right? So respect him. That's why, to me, man, this is better than most of what we're hearing. I'm not saying that this is, on the levels of top tier and all. No, what I'm saying is that compared to most, this one is better. And I mean that in terms of like visuals. The visuals is amazing. The concept is amazing. This looks to me like a sequel from Flo G's Batugan music video. I don't know the name of the hero that he is, that music video, but we are seeing that character in here, right? And I like the story from that to here. To me, the story I'm getting is that Flo G, that superhero Batugan, help out a man who is really a Batugan and, in dose him with power of hard work, turns out to be his sidekick, right? So I couldn't say that this is really a sequel, but it looks like that because this is now a Flo G song. I was really hoping to hear Flo G on this, spit some lines on this, but it's still a great way to showcase Toyo's versatility, and a love for the culture, man. And this song and the music video, the theme and the concept also reminds me of the Eminem song Without Me from the Eminem Show album back in the early 2000s, right? Dr. Dre, Batman, and Eminem was uh, the sidekick Robin. And now the continuation of that was the Houdini song, which was just recently released from Eminem's most recent album, The Death of Slim Shady, Coup de Grace, right? The continuation, the sequel of the music video is in there. So it gives me that even the instrumental, the music, right, man, that sounded so Dr. Dre and Eminem music to me. And speaking of that, the Death of Slim Shady album, man, just a trivia, that is also the album where you would hear our very own Easy Meal featured on an Eminem album. The song was Head Honcho. I don't know if you have heard that, man. If you haven't, man, check that out. It's fire. Very nice song. Surprisingly, Easy Meal spit some of his line in there in Tagalog. I believe the first half of his verses were in Tagalog, and man, it was very impressive and nakaka-proud to hear a Tagalog rap verse on an international hip hop album, more so on an Eminem album. So yeah, check that out. But going back here, man, one thing I've noticed and I admire about Toy is that he has no problem making himself the butt of the joke, making himself funny, just like Eminem's approach on most, if not all, of his music back in the early 2000s, like the Eminem Show. Most, I would say, especially on the songs that has music videos, right? He has no problem making himself the butt of the joke, like real Slim Shady. Even the song with that he did Michael Jackson, he was pretending to be Michael Jackson and all that because that gives you versatility and of course entertainment, a level of entertainment. And in the position Toyo is at right now, still, you know, um, being okay with how he was on this, man, shows his character. If there's one line I like in here the most is when he said, hindi diskarte lang ang pinairal, minabuti ko na dapat ang anak dapat may diploma yan. So man, I like that, addressing that debate rather has been pushed at social media, this diploma Descarte, especially Toyo, known to be a guy who's, a full of Descarte, even on the music video, right? That is full of, Descarte references, but he addressed that though he found success on that route, he also sees the value on the route of having the diploma, balancing out that there's no right or wrong answer on that. But if you can have both, man, you are putting yourself in a more advantageous position. I love the overall 90s vibe to it. Again, man, I enjoyed this. Uh, Props to Toyo for the authentic lines, a breath of fresh air approach, and The overall packaging of the sound, the lines, the music video, the visuals, the concept, and the theme, man, it is well packed. It is tight, and I would say it was professionally approached and professionally produced. So hats off to them. I would love to see him and hear him on more songs with other artists, like big name artists, because he got the connection. That would be very interesting, and I would love to hear more of his rapping skills because clearly he has that on his back. I hope that you enjoyed this as much as I do, man. Subscribe. Peace out.